Hello. I hope you're feeling well today, enjoying your sailing, and I hope the previous audios and videos that you've been watching have been beneficial for you. So today we're going to do a few more seated postures, being in touch with practicing on the boat and limited headroom and space. So if you have a blanket or a block or a cushion, sit on it comfortably and cross-legged any way you choose. Just remembering to allow the pelvis to rotate this way like a falling sensation. And just close down the eyes. Start to check in with your breath. Your inhalations and exhalations moving throughout the body. Cup the hands together, right hand on top of the left. Keep the eyes soft, or just if you'd like them open, just open them and gaze down. And take an inhalation in, and as you do, raise your arms up. Turn the hands over and raise them up above the head. And then exhale, press them down. Just like you're using a coffee press, press away any negative energy, worries, troubles, anxiety. Turn the palms over. Inhale in some light, love, peace, happiness, raising the arms up towards the sky. Remembering that long, deep inhalation in as we raise up, and now exhale, all breath out. Coffee pressing those hands down and away. Removing any negative energy, worries, troubles, all the way down, grounding it down to the ocean beneath you. One more of these. Inhale, raising the arms up. Just thinking of peaceful thoughts, relaxing thoughts, and exhale. Send away any negative energy, worries, and troubles. Press the hands back down to the root chakra where we ground to the earth or ocean beneath. Place the hands back onto the knees or in a mudra, touching the pointer finger and the thumbs together. And if you're doing that, open the 3 other fingers up. Opening to receive. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. As you do, raise the shoulders up towards the ears. A little more. And then exhale, all breath out, allowing the shoulders to release, relax down. All breath out. Inhale deeply through the nose again. Moving the shoulders up towards the ears. And then sending all breath out as you relax the shoulders, relax the breath, the back of the neck, the shoulder blades, the chest, the belly, the hands, the arms, the feet, the legs, all relax. The eyes are soft, the facial muscles relax. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth and relax your jaw. Let's set an intention for bringing you to your mat today. Breathe what you would like to achieve out of the practice today. It might be just becoming more focused. It might be lengthening muscles a little bit more. It may be just feeling and understanding what yoga gives to you. So whatever your intention is, breathe it in and exhale it out to the universe. Open the eyes. Become aware of your surroundings, keeping that nice soft gaze. And I want you to place your feet out in front of you. Bring the knees up. I want you to place the hands beside you. I just want you to slowly move over the body. Take a long, deep inhalation in as you lengthen through the spine, crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold a little more over the legs. So we're not rounding the back, we're actually pressing the sit bones towards the back of the mat, and we're folding over the legs just as deep as the body allows. We're keeping the knees up because we're not warm yet, and we don't want to stretch through those calf muscles or hamstrings too much. But I want you to just heel, just like you're pedaling on one of those old push pedal cars. I want you to just push pedal the feet down to the earth and back again, waking up those ankles, feet. One more of these. And then if you want to keep continuing with using the feet, pedaling the feet, I want you to just rotate your wrists. We're waking up the wrists, waking up the joints. You can move them any way you choose. You don't have to do the feet and the hands if you don't want to. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward to get used to this. And then if you want to roll the head, you can stop pedaling. You can just place the hands onto the tops of the thighs. I want you to bring the chin down. I want you to roll around with the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then the head back, left ear towards the left shoulder, and chin down. And go the opposite direction. Left ear towards the left shoulder, head back. Right ear to the right shoulder, and bring the chin down. And then move the head back to center. Beautiful. And I want you just now to take the right foot, and I want you to place it, if you can, just below the left knee. Now, if you need a block or something to support or to raise the leg up a little bit higher, you can, or use a cushion to place underneath the leg if you need some assistance in that, or otherwise just keep the legs straight. And we're just opening up. We're using, it's like a seated hip opener pose. So I want you to point the toes towards the right. And I want you to just move the body forward and lift up a little bit and sit over towards the left. Now, if this is feeling uncomfortable in any way, you can support the leg as well. So always wanting to open up those hip areas, because if we're seated a lot, we're actually getting really stiff in those areas and creating not so much youth and flexibility in the body, but lots of stiffness and tightness. And we complain about this a bit when we get older, but it's because we tend to sit a little bit more. So with our sailing life, we're a little bit more active, but we're still seated a lot. So if you want to just move a little bit as well, just do a gentle rock. And then release the right leg out straight, and let's go to the other side, lifting that right ankle and just placing it just above the knee on the left side. And again, you can support the knee with a block, like change the direction of the block if you have them. These are so cheap, you can get them from Aldi or anywhere, or use a cushion. Or if you want to support the leg, you can support the leg as well. So move forward a little bit and sit down, ground down a little bit more. You don't have to be on the pillow either if you don't want to be. So remember to spread those toes, and they're going to the left this time, pointing towards the left. So this way we're engaging the muscles of the leg. you should be feeling that you're dragging that the left knee back a little bit. So you'll start to feel that outer opening in the left hip area. Try to relax into the pose as well. So we're all going to look different, maybe supported like this to help us. And you know, if you don't have a block, remember you can use a pillow, a cushion, anything you have on the boat to help you. And always you can rock a little bit to open up. Wonderful. So release the blocks. And then I want you to bring your feet together for Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So again, feel that heaviness of the pelvis. Try not to have you can also have the block underneath the knees if you're feeling like you're not open enough and you're feeling uncomfortable trying to keep those knees up and balanced. So blocks are wonderful like this because you can actually then feel heavy and you can feel that release in the inner legs and fully express into the pose. So I want you to raise the right arm up and just walk the fingertips down the back and reach around if you want to. You don't have to. Or you can just place the left hand on the right elbow and just walk the fingertips down a little bit. Just feel relaxed and breathe into the pose. Take some inhalations in for 3 to 4 and breathe or breath out 5 to 6. One more breath and then release. Changing sides, bend at the elbow of the left arm. Place the right hand on the left elbow and walk the fingertips down the back. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon here. I'm recording at North Stradbroke Island, Myora Springs in Australia. So the sun is getting closer towards the water. And it's warm. in the wind it's a little bit cool, but still it's beautiful in the cockpit. So release the arms and release the blocks. And just shake the legs out a little bit. And let's roll down off the blanket or stay on the blanket. And we're going to bring the left leg out in front of us. I might just move my screen down a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. That's it. So bringing that left foot out in front of you. Sorry. That's it. I'll come off my blanket because I'm a little bit tall. And let's do that Ardha Matsyendrasana where we take the right foot, place it on the outside of the left ankle. And we wrap, reaching forward and wrapping our left elbow around that right knee. And we're going to just turn from the chest, the upper body, and just look over the right shoulder. It's just a gentle gaze. It's not a forced gaze. I want to feel uncomfortable in the neck. But you actually want to feel that twist and that rotation. Take your inhalation in for 3 to 4. Breathe all breath out for 5 to 6. And then release, changing sides. Right leg is out this time. Left foot's on the outside of the right knee. Left fingertips are behind you. Move the torso forward and wrap the right arm around the left knee. Turn from the chest and the shoulders. And gaze and look over the left shoulder. If you're ever feeling uncomfortable in any way, you can always back up. Remembering the straight leg toes are spread and they're facing towards you. Take a long deep inhalation in and become long in the spine, and then exhale as you send breath out. Relax and send breath out. Fold over the left shoulder. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's cross at the ankles and let's come to our all fours for our cat-cow poses. So again, obviously we can do this on the boat because we have, if you're on the bunk or bed or in a small area inside the boat. You don't take up too much space, and you don't use the length of your body. You use your down to ground, down towards the earth. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale to the belly and inflate the back. So you may feel that you are dipping a little bit when you're resting in this pose. So inhale in and make that long spine. Get to that tabletop. And then inhale in, this time curl the tailbone broaden through the chest and look up. And send all breath out as you gaze down to look at the navel, at the belly button. Rounding up like the cat, arching up, arching up. Sort of restricts the throat a little bit so don't feel like, excuse me, you may cough in this pose when you're doing that as well. Inhaling, coming up, slowly raising up into your second cat-cow. Arch up, arch up, arch up, sending all breath out. And then inhale in, broadening through the chest, curling the tailbone, we're flexing and extending the spine. And then come back to your tabletop. Then I want you to move back a little bit on the mat and press back into your puppy pose. So reaching the hands out in front of you, the buttocks is up high, stretching through those hands and those arms, reaching out as you send the sit bones in the opposite direction, but we're not sitting down like onto the ankles at all or up high. So keep a nice long spine, nice stretch. Relax the head. Don't feel like you're having to hang it up. You can even lower it to the earth if you want to. One more breath and then come up. I'll just do some balancing. Reaching the left leg out behind us. So we're reaching it out behind us, and it's the toes are pointing down, and you've got that nice long. You don't want to have the hip up or the leg up really high. You just want it to be in one line. And then we're going to reach the left hand out in front of us. So I'm on a bit of a weird angle here just to try and get you into the picture. So the left leg is out. Make sure that the hands are underneath the shoulders, and then reach the left arm out. Beautiful. Keep breathing, relaxing. And then allow the left hand to drop down towards the earth. Come back into all fours. And this time we're going to have the right leg out. So it's going to be out. And then it's a bit easy because I've actually got my my cockpit cushions are of length are in the perfect height here. So it's another thing that you can use as a prop if you have that for some reason. And reaching the left arm out. Trying to get in all the best angles for you. Reaching, reaching. One more breath, then let's come back into our puppy pose. Pressing back, reaching the arms out in front of us. See that nice long spine that I have? Create that beautiful length in the spine. But try not to gather the shoulders up too much. Relax the shoulders. Always want to find some sukha, some comfort in these poses. One more breath, and let's come back again. Trying to find the best angle for you today. I either lose my head or I lose my body. Reaching the legs out. So this time I want you to raise the right leg up, and I want you to bend at the knee. Again, we have our hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to press into that imaginary wall onto the right. Pressing in, and we're sort of stacking the hips, the left and the right hip, when we're pressing into the other side with that foot. And then drop the knee and raise the left leg up, bend at the knee and press into that imaginary wall onto the right. Keep breathing, relaxing. One more breath, and then press back into your puppy pose. Raising the arms out in front of you. Reaching, reaching, feeling that beautiful length. Sort of drag the fingers back a little bit so you're broadening the shoulders. You're pressing the hips and the sit bones in the other direction. Feeling that beautiful length in the spine. One more breath. Then I want you to come and lie down onto your mat for crocodile pose. So have the right forearm and the left forearm on top of each other. And your legs are spread quite wide, wider than the mat. I'll come off the mat because you can't see me in the frame there. And allow the forehead to be resting on the arms. And I want you to take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose. And breathe all breath out, allowing the belly to relax into the mat. And I want you to reach around and raise up into your locust pose. So your feet are up a little bit, your shoulders are up off the mat. And just breathe and relax into the pose, just like you're flying. You're creating that nice, beautiful arch in the lower back. Hopefully that's comfortable. If it isn't in any way, just come back and rest in child's pose or crocodile pose. One more breath. Stacking the left forearm, right forearm, and lower the forehead. Bring the legs wider than the mat. Relax the head. One more breath, coming back up into your locust. Swing, swing. Up into the locust pose. Arms are out, legs are up. Keep breathing, relaxing. And then come back down into your crocodile pose. Stack the forearms again, bring the legs wider than the mat, and lower the forehead. Take a long, deep inhalation in through the nose here. Feel the belly expanding underneath you, and then send all breath out. The third and final locust, raising the arms out, raising the feet up. Well, that was a better frame, I was just moving all over the place before. Lifting the feet up, you can get a better idea what I'm doing now. Keep breathing, relaxing. You sort of onto the really reaching if you can, if you've got more movement, but never force it. Reaching the arms up, the legs up a little higher. But if we just hovered over the earth, that's perfectly fine. We're all different. You don't want to be having not enjoying the pose, that's for sure. Release back down towards the earth. Stack the forearms and place the head back down onto the arms. Now breathe in that big, long inhalation in for a count of 5 to 6 this time. Feel like the belly is a balloon and it's expanding underneath you. And then send all breath out as long and as deep as you want. You can even open the mouth, send the tongue out like the New Zealand warriors and lion's breath it all out. Let go of all that metallic that you're holding in the body. Now I want you to come up and I want you to roll over onto the right side of your body. Sorry, I'm on my left side. Beg your pardon. Left side of your body. And I want you to just slowly drag that left knee forward. And I want you to raise the right arm up towards the sky. This is like side plank, but this is like a real beginner's pose to start with. Now if you want to raise, come up onto the knee and raise the hips up, you can as well. So the forearm is resting onto the mat. You're alongside the mat, and if you're more comfortable with stacking both of the feet, you can have both feet stacked and then come up high, bringing the whole body up and raising the arm up. There's all different variations to this, but keep breathing, relaxing into the pose. One more breath, and then screen over a little bit. Roll over onto the right side of the body. And place the right forearm down. Bring the right knee out. Just to start with, and just raise the left arm up towards the sky. So making sure that the right hand is directly above the left shoulder. Now if you want to raise up, you can raise up slightly. We're helping those side obliques in this. If you want to stack both feet and come up, that's just a little challenge for you. You don't have to do this. Keep breathing, relaxing. It's just, you're getting just as much of the benefit if you're coming up like this as well. One more breath and come back down. And let's press back into our child's pose. Toes touching. Knees can be as wide as a mat. Arms out in front of you. Lower the forehead. Keep your inhalations in for 3 to 4, out 4 to 5. Bring the hands around behind you and clasp them together, and reach them up behind you to open up those shoulders a little bit, and just relax the forehead. One more breath, and then release the arms to the back of the mat and lower the forehead. And let's come and lie down onto our backs, into the resting pose. Bringing our knees up into the chest and our feet up towards the sky. A happy baby pose, holding onto the sides of the feet, rocking from side to side, giving the lumbar area a nice little massage. And then bring the knees into the chest, roll around clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now bring the left leg up towards the sky and hold on at just below the knee of the right knee. I want you to squeeze that right knee in towards the chest and just out a little bit. Sort of move it out a little bit towards the right. If you could hold on to the foot, I know you're laughing at the edge here. Yes, you can hold on to the foot, or you don't need to. You can just have the leg up and you can hold on to the back of the leg, left leg. So what we're doing here is actually helping our digestion. A descending colon. And one more breath and change sides. The right leg is up and the left knee is bent, holding on just below the knee. Always remembering we're never holding on to joints. We're never resting on joints and we're never holding on to joints. So we're clasping on just below the knees. And I want you to squeeze that knee in as best you can and then just allow it to come out a little bit towards the left. So you're just holding on to the back of this right leg, pointing the toes of the right leg towards the face. Keep your inhalations and exhalations going. And then squeeze the knees in again and roll around clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then take that right ankle and place it just below the left knee for our supine pigeon. Reaching through the gap you created in the leg, clasp onto the back of the leg. You can use the right elbow to open up a little bit. Spread the toes of the left foot and the right foot. Slightly moving that left knee towards you, opening up that outer right hip area. Keep breathing, relaxing, or opening up that hip area again. And sometimes emotions come up that we're not quite aware that they're there, that you're holding these emotions in your hips. So if you're ever feeling a little teary or uncomfortable, well, not uncomfortable, but wondering where this has come from, it means you're releasing and letting go. One more breath, changing sides. Left ankle's just below the right knee. Reach through the gap you created and press in with that left elbow to the left leg. Move that right knee forward and really allow that opening of the outer left hip area. Spread the toes of both feet. Relax and breathe. We just want to be challenging ourselves, but being kind to our bodies also. Your inhalations and exhalations nice and smooth. A few more breaths, and then release out of the pose, gathering the knees in, rolling around clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then allow those knees to fall over towards the left. Reach the right arm out towards the right. And again, you can always have a block underneath the knees if they're resting towards the earth and you're feeling that some people can't rest towards the earth. And it's because you're not rolling over far enough, but you should be able to rest the knees all the way to the earth. But if you can't, you can always have a block underneath them. Place the left hand on the knees to soften them to the earth. The right arm is up and you're just gazing over the right shoulder. So a nice sort of right shoulder opening here, as well as a gentle twist in the belly. Relax and breathe into it. And then changing sides, allowing the knees to fall to the other side. You always have the block there, reaching out towards the left and hand up a little bit. Keep breathing those long, deep inhalations and exhalations in. Feel those belly organs squeezing together. As you inhale in, you can lengthen through the spine, crown of the head, and then reach. Fold over a little deeper if you like, if you're wanting more intensity in the pose. Eventually, the left ear will be resting on the mat. And one more breath, and bring the knees back up to the chest. Place them up towards the sky, rock from side to side a little bit. Bring the knees, or bring the feet together for a bit of butterfly, Konasana pose. And then allow the legs to fall down towards the earth for the final resting pose today, Shavasana, Corpse pose. So just allow the whole body to feel comfortable onto the mat. Allow the feet to flop open towards the sides. Arms are out, palms are up. And allow the whole body to relax onto the earth. Stay where you are. I'll just sit up and talk you through the pose. So allow the whole body to release and let go. Feel the fingers and the toes, the hands and the feet, the ankles and the knees, all relaxed. The lower legs, the upper legs, the chest and back, release them to the earth. The belly, it rises and falls naturally with your breath moving throughout the body now. You're not giving the breath another thought. Your life force just works, moving gently throughout the system. Relax the facial muscles, the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Soften the eyes. Feel the lower back heavier, releasing deeper into the mat, the earth beneath, or ocean beneath us. Feel as if you're lying in a hammock. The whole body feels weightless. Remembering always your heart is the light of this world. Don't cover it up with your mind. You are at peace with you. A few more breaths. Relax deeper. Release more. Say these words to yourself. I am peaceful and at ease. I am happy. I am well. Then slowly start to move the fingers and move the toes. And roll over onto the right side of your body, squeezing the knees into you in the fetal position. And then make your way back to a seated position where we began the practice today. Bringing the hands onto the knees or at your heart center. Soften down the eyes. Just chant these few words to yourself. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Pour it in, pour it in, pour it in. Take it in, take it in, take it in. We're talking about our breath. We breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Take it in, take it in, take it in. Pour it in, pour it in, pour it in. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Pour it in, pour it in. Take it in, take it in. Breathe it in, breathe it in. Pour it in, pour it in. Take it in, take it in. Breathe it in, breathe it in. Take the right hand up and curl the 3 middle fingers. Place the right thumb over the right side of the nose and take a long deep inhalation in through the left side. Seal with the little finger and close over the left side of the nostril and breathe breath out through the right. Take a long deep inhalation in through the right. Seal with the thumb, breathe breath out through the left. Release the hands back into prayer position and check in with your intention you made at the beginning of the practice today. And scan how the body feels. Thank you for allowing